What's up, Tony Tooch? Tony, you don't know how many live streams I watched the replay back, and I always miss saying hi to you, Tony. Kind of irritated me. Sorry about that, brother. James, you. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. How you doing, bro? Slot Demons. Carl Werstein in the house. Yeah, you're everywhere, bro. You are everywhere. Good guy. Tony Tooch. Always supporting the community of slot player degenerates. We appreciate that, my friend. How are you guys doing out there today? Happy Sunday, easy wife. I have to be honest with you guys, man. Going down memory lane, looking at the community posts, all the chats over the years, not just on my channel, but anyone's channel. It's a beautiful thing to look back and reflect on times and the happier times, honestly, that we all had together. A lot of years were a lot better than the years we're living now. And that's just the reality of life right now for a lot of folks. Yeah, Slot Demons, Tony. He changed his name. I learned that lesson back in like 2015 when I changed my name. You got to kind of get to know everybody again. And then you're like, hey, I've been following you ever since your first videos. And whoever that is will say, oh, I don't know who you are. And it's kind of funny how that works out. And then you have to tell them who you were, and then you have to be like, they have to believe you, because if you don't have social media anywhere else, they might not believe you are who you are. Takes a while, bro. I'm telling you, I've done it before, twice. I can say Angie Slot's the only one that actually never really forgot about me. Anytime I change my name, he's always like, hey, you changed your name, good new name, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we did lose a great guys. Can't say it doesn't affect me today waking up. It'll affect me tomorrow waking up. It's going to affect me a long time that JReal's gone. I live with a lot of regret in life in general, but definitely with JReal, I'm going to live with a lot more regret. I mean, when 420 lost his leg, there was a few months there where he wasn't feeling well, and I was bugging 420 to go get checked out, and unfortunately he wouldn't listen to me. And then he ended up having a lot of heart attacks and lost his leg, and some of the saddest crap ever, because you guys don't understand, man. It's tough making friends when you're older. I mean, you guys might understand that aspect of life. So to make a friend like 420 and JReal late in life, I really appreciated that shit. And I was really sad to see what happened to 420. It knocked me off of YouTube. You know, I couldn't even go on YouTube and be happy and go live stream knowing that my buddy's suffering an amputation, possibly death was imminent. And so I took off a lot of months there. And then one day 420 messaged me, guys, and he said he felt, you know, and I'm sorry 420 for putting your business out there, but he said he felt suicidal. You know, and I felt like I lost so many friends in my life over the course of my life. I said, if I could do something to keep, my friend 420 from doing something stupid. So I literally got dressed that day. I didn't have any money in my bank account. I went up to the Four Winds cage, and Chase Bank is really cool about letting you overdraft. And I said, you know what, give me $400. And I overdrafted my bank. It cost me like $24 to do it. And I went live that day to uplift 420 spirits. I had no idea how I was going to get that 400 back to the bank had I lost. All I cared about was trying to make 420 feel good. And it kind of snapped in my head, you know, maybe while I'm live, I can try to ask people to send super chats and help him. Maybe if I can get 420 just a few bucks in his pocket, because he was a bartender. He was a hardworking guy. He busted his ass for a living to make it. If I can just get him a few bucks, maybe he can see hope in the future. And that's what I did. We ended up raising over $200 for 420 on that live stream. Deed of Slots was one of the most, the highest contributors. And I'll never forget that day. And we won a ton of money too. I was able to go to the bank with $3,600 after overdrafting my account $400. No one does that kind of crap, guys. I'm an idiot. But this crap that just happened with JReal hit hard, just as hard as the 420 crap. The only difference was the JReal stuff happened out of the blue. Hey Pam, what's up, sweetie? Animal. Sorry, buddy. I'm not going to talk about that right now. JReal, it's a totally different animal. I mean, I played slots with him, his dad, and his stepmom just last year. I felt like it was just a few months ago, guys, but it ended up being October 1st of last year. I ended up losing my aunt, my last living aunt, October 6th. And it's just we didn't even get to hang out that long. Me, JReal, we all met up at the Hard Rock. They robbed us all. They robbed me $700 in less than an hour. They took over $700 from JReal in less than an hour. They robbed his pops and his mom. None of us were lucky. It was a drawing day. And I'll never forget that day. Had I known it was going to be the last day I was going to have a chance to hang out with JReal, I definitely would have did things a lot differently, especially when I said goodbye to him. AZ wife, there's a story that, his stepmom said that he was sick for like a week. I'd like to say there's a good chance that he went and got checked out. Maybe I got like 5 days left on antibiotics, so I'm hoping it's going to clear up, but I'm not doing too good, man, myself. But that JReal stuff hits hard, guys, because I just messaged him last Sunday to me not feeling well. Whether I wish people about not she would have went and got checked. Was with, or maybe he did go get checked. I just think it's just a really sad situation. And as I'm sitting here on a Sunday, guys, James, those are alpacas. We got 5 of them out here on the farm. This one right here rolling around in the dirt. He was actually born here. His mom died of cancer a few years ago, unfortunately, while she was here on the farm. And he's alone now. But we do have mother and son over there, and they kind of pal around a lot. Hey, what's up, Matt? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, health is number one, man. I would have been extinct 3 or 4 times in the last 3 years with this infection I've been getting, had I not went and got checked out. And I know it's kind of hard to go on YouTube and be like, hey, what's up? I'm broke, I'm sick, or like YouTube isn't really the place for all that. So I think a lot of stuff that maybe happens to people on YouTube, the creators at least, it goes unnoticed because like a creator is on YouTube to create an experience for the viewers. But I can say one thing, guys, there's only 21 of you here. But JReal loved the people of YouTube, without a doubt. There was a lot of conversations we've had where I would ask him, dude, you're losing, and you can't afford to lose all the time, and also I have giveaways and a lot of stuff he was doing, and he would say to me, I'm doing it for the viewers, I love the viewers. The dude loved the YouTube viewers. You guys were his buddies. We all were his friend. It's just a damn shame, man. So I tell everybody, if you don't have insurance and you work your ass off in life and you're afraid to get checked out because it's expensive as hell, just quit your job. If you quit your job, they'll put you on Medicare. You get to live like one of these lazy bums everywhere, but at least you're still going to be alive. You can take that Medicare, they'll process you really quickly, and then you can go get fixed. Whatever it's wrong with you, go get checked out, get it fixed, so you can be here, because it's better to be here and be able to afford bills, or in case of Medicare, they cover everything, than to not be here. And that's kind of like the way I feel about this situation. It's extremely sad. I'm going to miss that dude, man. The last 2 times I seen him, he treated me. I promised him I'd pay him back in the future. I'm never going to be able to do that. We got our asses kicked on the only live stream we did together. We're never going to be able to get revenge. He was friends with me, and he was friends with people who hated my guts. If that doesn't tell you what type of loving, caring person JReal was, he never let the feelings of others affect the way that he felt about you. People don't understand the realist. He'd say the realist in the game. And you can take that definition of real a lot of different ways. But he recognized bullshit right away. He knew, and we all see the bullshit, man. People come into the community, they want to suck up your viewers, they want to get that memberships, they want to get that YouTube money, and they don't give a shit about who they run over in the process. They don't care who's around, they don't care who they hurt, they just don't give two shits. And JReal saw that shit a mile away. Yeah, TC, I know. I just messaged him last Sunday. I had missed his dad's live stream. I was busy in my own problems. I saw he went live. I said, man, I'm going to end up showing up there and just crying for the dude. Because I knew when I lost my dad how it was. And I couldn't get myself to go to that live. I said, I'm just going to talk to him afterwards and let him know how I felt. And I did. Yeah, TC. I mean, you saw who comes to JReal's lives. I mean, it's not hard to see who's not around anymore that was around a couple years back. And I'm not here to bash anybody, but there's some cold-hearted people out there, man. There's some cold-hearted people out there on YouTube who will sell their soul for $1. And it's sad. You know what I always remember? Being on this property and running a lawnmower on a Saturday, looking at my phone every 20 minutes to see if JReal went live. And if he did go live, I would continue cutting this grass with one phone in one hand and the other hand on the riding machine, making sure I didn't wreck into a tree. Because I wanted to support that dude no matter what I was doing in life. I wanted to give him my time and support because he deserved it. I think a lot of us were waiting for him to hit the grand on Dragon Link. A lot of us wanted to see the happy ending. Maybe he met a wife. Maybe he finally had some kids and found happiness. And I think that's the worst part about this scenario. This wasn't the way his story was supposed to go. He loved you guys just like I loved you guys. We have a lot of love for you guys. I might not have been able to show it when I was doing live streams because almost every live stream I did, I was under intense pressure to win. Like immense pressure. The guys who have $1 million in their bank, they don't feel pressure. The guy who's taking $400 out that he didn't even have, that was some crazy pressure, guys. And I just couldn't be the fake streamer. I couldn't be I don't care what my money's doing. I don't care where my money's going. I'm just going to keep on attending to the chat. I screwed that part up, man. I could have been a lot better for you guys. I really could have. Absolutely, TC. That was his number one goal, to keep everyone happy. There's a lot of people in the community I would have never met had it not been for JReal sharing me. You guys don't understand the journey I had and how JReal had helped it. He's the whole reason why I had confidence even to do live streams. He invited me out. He said, hey, let's go do a live together. He came all the way out to my hometown to go to Horseshoe so I would meet him and we could do a live together. He introduced me on his channel. A lot of you viewers probably came from that live. A lot of you would have never knew about me had it not been for that live stream where he said, this is Gary. And then we played some slots together. And next thing you know, you guys were asking if I'm ever going to go live. When am I going to go live? And at that point, I hadn't been live on YouTube in over 5 years. YouTube had changed the guidelines to go live, and I didn't reach the threshold to be able to go live. I'll never forget that, man. The dude looked out for me every chance he had. I wish we would have stayed in touch more often. And it's a total bummer that you think you got the future to do those things, and now they're gone. You know, that opportunity is gone. Had I known last Sunday was the last time we would have ever chatted, I definitely would have kept that conversation going that night. You guys are the best, man. We give up our time and our energy in hopes of just having fun and seeing other people become successful. People like JReal and I do and know if we haven't made it on YouTube yet, guys, there's a pretty good why are we here. It's pretty much just for you and ourselves. Ourselves because we like to gamble, and you because you like to be here while we're gambling, and we all love to support each other because we're all gamblers. Thanks, Harry W. Me too, TC. I'm going to live with a lot of regret. Almost losing 420 hurts. Losing JReal hurts a lot. It's going to be tough. I never went out to Grand Victoria to meet him. We had so much time to do all those things, and I just never did. I figured I'd see him again once he came out this way, or we'd meet up another time. Yes, rocking and sliding, Susie. Absolutely, dear. Matt's life sucks sometimes for a lot of us, you know. JReal had his dad. He was partially handicapped. He had just passed away. His mom has a serious lifelong disability. He was basically their caretaker, helping them, you know, and drive. He was their driver. He was their everything, you know. And I'm in that same boat over here. I mean, I got my mom. She has purple feet. She hasn't left the house in 2 years. She's never driven in the last 10, 20 years. She needs a full-time caretaker. You know, we're good dudes who live and look and think the best about our situations, hoping, being optimistic that good days are ahead, or at least better days are ahead, because the reality we live in sometimes isn't the funnest reality. And getting out of this reality, even for a moment, to go have fun doing anything is way better. And then, of course, when we come back home to our reality, and we remember how life is challenging. And not just for us, but for a lot of people right now. I mean, if you haven't noticed, gas is through the roof. Groceries are through the roof. Like, life is not easy anymore. And it's tough. It's tough to go out like that. It's tough. Joe Arcade wins. Long time no see, buddy. I know, buddy. Joe, I know you too. You got also a lifelong disorder. I feel you, brother. That's why I guess you guys can hear it from me. Like, I took antibiotics for some kind of throat issue. So if I go and in 5 more days or 6 days when these antibiotics run out, if I'm not better and I got to get more throat testing, hey man, it's not going to be looking good for me either. Just want to let you guys know so you don't hear it from someone else. I guess a good indicator would be my Facebook. If I stop posting on Facebook, you can pretty much understand that the writing's on the wall for me, friends. Because I'll probably spend those days just trying to enjoy life. I'm not going to be posting my experiences of what I'm going through on the internet. I'm just going to find peace and live the best I can for as long as I can. Yeah, that's what I heard, Susie. Let's hope that happens. And I hope any of you, if you start to feel any kind of way, you go to get checked out. Even if it's going to put you in debt, get checked out. Being here, able to pay bills, is better than not being here at all. And I really mean that. Shout out to Shaka Slats, one of the kindest people. Shout out to T-Town Gambler, one of the sweetest gamblers on YouTube. She's a real one, guys. She's got a tattoo of a slot machine on her arm. That's how real T-Town is. So what are you guys all up to on a Sunday? Anything good going on? I had $100 and I took it to Hard Rock. I got it up to 375 and then I blew it going for more. I was kind of a moron today. I've been real good about running, but today I just felt like hitting a big one. I wanted to knock one out of the park. I felt like just getting some revenge on the slots for people like me and JReal and a lot of us that have been getting slaughtered by slots. Yeah, Tony Tooch, you got that right, buddy. And I'm sorry for not being able to name more people, but my mind is kind of... Tony, it's kind of like this, man. I could sit here and think of something I really wanted to say. It could be on my mind, and I'm saying, man, as soon as I go live, I'm going to say it. And then I could go a whole hour live stream and forget about ever saying what I wanted to. And that's a fact. And then I go home kicking myself because I never did get to say what I wanted to maybe that person, or it just totally slips my head. I don't know why that happens, and it sucks. What about Cesty Guy 1234, Susie? Look, man, I followed Brian and supported Brian from his very first days on YouTube, guys. And on my birthday, like 2 years ago, he was live. And I went to his live stream and I said to him, hey, it's my birthday or something in the chat. And he wished death on me, guys. He basically said to his buddy at the table, I hope he doesn't live another year, blah, blah, blah. Like, he said this on a live stream. And we all know he's very sarcastic and he does joke around, but he said it in a very serious way. Like he wished death on me. He wished that I didn't live another year. So I instantly unfollowed Brian since then. I've known Brian since he was in the forums. This was before YouTube, him and Diana Ivani used to post videos in these slot machine forums. I used to follow that guy before YouTube, and he wished death on me. Now, I'm not saying maybe in the future he doesn't apologize for that, but until then, I don't really care about that guy. Thanks, Matt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for it. I'm sorry, if something bad happened to Brian. I really am. I don't wish death on anybody. I'm just expressing how he treated me the last time I ever spoke to him. And then I went to his live maybe a few times and made some funny remarks. And Tony knows he timed me out. And we're just going to leave it at that. I'm not here to bash anybody. Even the people that treat me terrible, if they want to treat me terrible, that's on them, guys. I can't control what other people do and how they feel or think about me. So I'm just going to let that be. Anyone else doing any gambling this weekend? Did you guys hit any big wins? Yeah, that's for sure. I don't have enough time in life to hate people, guys. Like, hating someone takes a lot of effort. Being cordial takes no effort at all. You could just be nice. I mean, there's no reason to. I mean, you could just not associate with people you don't like. Like, there's no reason to be mean and hateful. Just don't talk to people if you don't like them. Hey, Tony, where do you have the most luck at? Is it the sweepstakes stuff or is it the real casino stuff? I wish Indiana had online gambling. I probably would online gamble if I had a chance. They don't they don't allow it here in Indiana. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's good. Here they have the sweepstakes stuff we're allowed to do. I've tried it. On Pulse I had like, I don't know, $700 in deposits I counted up. They're all like $10 deposits. It's not like I put a ton of money on there at one time, but I do have 1,600 all-time withdrawal. So I did like the fact that I got lucky on there at least. I still think they're a little bit scammy. I don't really trust them too much. What's up, B Scratch and Bryce? I haven't seen Bryce in a long time. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I wish they did too. I'd probably do the regular casino like Tony does. It's regulated. You can kind of trust it more. The company is not in like Zimbabwe. I think that's really shady. A lot of these sweepstakes companies are popping up. There's like hundreds of them. I bet you online they have like a room of 5 employees that run that whole casino. Unless they have like live blackjack or something, then maybe there's more employees. But I'm talking about like the whole. I can see that. So they don't have as much overhead, and they're probably regulated. So when you get regulated, you're always going to have to pay out. You know. Yeah, you guys can watch with my bird behind me. Hopefully he just hangs out there. That's the peacock, guys. He finally came back. He was missing for a while. We didn't know where he went. Oh, that's awesome, Joe. Thank you for keeping the coin, buddy. Not too many people kept that coin. I shipped out about 200 of them. That's pretty good, Tony. Yeah, Tony, I agree, dude. I totally agree, man. I, I, I'd like to say I would never, I probably would never. If I was approached, I've had a couple emails where people asked me to use my channel to promote whatever product or casino thing that they had. I never even inquired how much I would be paid. I honestly felt like if I did that to viewers, they would probably be turned off by that. And I just said, you know what? I haven't made it. And honestly, guys, my goal on YouTube really was to use the revenue to help everyone on the channel. It wasn't really to enrich myself. I took a very unselfish approach to that. I thought maybe philanthropy would not only help my own life, but also help the lives of others who supported me. And my thought process on that was, if you think of it as like cable television, right? Cable television makes a lot of money off of these endorsements, and then the channel, and then that's how the channel makes a bunch of money. The cable company makes a bunch of money. But I always thought, what if there was a channel on cable that funneled just a small portion of those profits back to the viewers? Now, not everyone can get rich, but the viewers who got lucky would be able to be enriched by watching that channel. And I always felt that way. Like, what if everyone who watched The Simpsons was put in some kind of lottery, and over the years, The Simpsons gave back? You know, The Simpsons is a very successful show, and that was one, for example, that they could have helped out a lot of people who are growing up watching The Simpsons, even if it was just like a gift card once a month. You know, think about, you know, how many episodes they did, how many gift cards they would have gave out, you know, that kind of thing. I really felt like that's a model that can work. And I'm really surprised that not many people have even tried to do that yet. Because you would think about it, people would tune in because they would get a chance to win. I don't know. For some reason, I felt like that was, I mean, it seems like the Wheel of Fortune, everyone tunes into it. And then they put that little gimmick where people can get, you know, call the 1-800 number, have a chance to win at home. That's kind of like what I was trying to do with this channel on YouTube. But then I learned, like, I'm very underfunded when it comes to gambling. And maybe I can't support that, you know. Maybe if I was rich, I could support that. I mean, there was even a time a couple years ago, guys, I launched Game Bucks on my channel. It was a virtual currency I dreamt up that viewers of my channel can use to purchase things off my channel. I felt like it could have been a cryptocurrency. But then after a couple of weeks, I started doing the math, and I said, man, my YouTube channel, it makes like $1,000 a year. I can't give away $500 worth of Game Bucks every month. I'll be homeless. You know what I'm saying? My dreams for my channel were huge. Fulfilling those dreams may be a little far-fetched with my situation in life. Eight people, you guys still here, or am I buffering? Hey, thanks for dropping by, guys. I really appreciate every one of you for dropping by. I just felt like I had to go live and chat with you guys real quick. Have a great day, guys. Wish you guys the best out there. Tony Tooch, you're always the best, bro. Susie, you're always the best. Matt, don't be a stranger. You're the best. AZ Wife, you're the best. You guys are all the best, man. We're going to go live here soon, guys. I'm going to figure it out. We're going to do something Lucky 88, Dragon Links, something for JReal's coming up. Stay tuned. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And I hope to see you guys in the chats when I do. We'll see you guys soon.